A very good evening. Welcome to World Now at 4. I am Peace Ogenegbawe. First, let's talk the headlines. On the headlines, INEC warns political parties against violence, thuggery. Uganda steps up Ebola response as virus infects 109.30. Still in the news, Sunak reintroduces fracking ban. And on sports, world #1 secures place for leave fights. Now the news in detail. The Independent National Electoral Commission, that is INEC, has commenced its 4th quarterly consultative meeting with stakeholders. While addressing INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, 9 out of 14 policies which were agreed upon at the last quarterly meeting, which held May 10, 2022, have been implemented.
The Commission cautioned politics, candidates and their supporters to eschew violence during the electioneering campaign. The statement was access to public facilities and the destruction of billboards and other outdoor campaign materials by act of thuggery. The campaigns have just begun. As party leaders, we should remain committed to peaceful electioneering. We will continue to work together to remove encumbrances to the right of parties and candidates to really canvass for the support of the electorate. The Commission will continue to track the campaigns and will not hesitate to initiate the process of protection of violators as proposed.
Mahmoud also is against hate speeches and violence during general elections, adding that the Commission recorded 9.5.
The Commission has so far attended elections. It is also a national asset and easily the largest database of citizens in Africa and one of the largest in the world. The 9.5 million new voters have been added to the existing register of 84,084 voters. The preliminary register of voters requires the Commission to display the hard copies of the register of voters for each registration area or ward.
Also in his remarks, the chairman of IPAC, Sani Yabagi, expressed confidence in the leadership of INEC to deliver credible polls.
Mr. Chairman, sir, you can count on the usual support of IPAC, and as it is, the goodwill and backing of most citizens in the present circumstance. We urge you to remain steadfast and strong in the consciousness that you have your hard-earned reputation to protect, that the eyes of the entire nation and indeed the wider global community are keenly focused on you. At the end of the day, your choice on the issues currently at stake will go far in defining your legacy, long after our generation. In other words, history beckons on you. Mr. Chairman, the IPAC will also want to use this occasion to express concern on the emerging negative signals against peaceful, credible conduct of 2023 general elections. These include the brazen breach of the provisions of the Electoral Act and other extant laws on the use of money with impunity during the last off-season governorship election.
Away from that story, the new media in essence has changed media perception and practice in Nigeria and across the world, and has brought the need for professionalism in carrying out the duties of journalism ethically and veritably through the eyes of gatekeepers at editorial level. This was contained in the speech made by Nigeria's Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Isa Pantami, at the Global Media and Information Literacy Week organized by UNESCO in Abuja, the nation's capital.
People will sit at the comfort of their homes and concoct whatever they wish, and they release it all. There is no any editorial board, no any gatekeeper of any editor to review and see, to verify. There is nothing like that. Unfortunately, the fake information or disinformation we release, 99% you will discover that is a negative.
The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, also charged media practitioners to be balanced in their reportage and clarify the differences between
misconduct or harm and steer civil strife in the polity. While in some instances it is targeted at citizens in order to malign or assassinate their character for reasons best known.
Meanwhile, Assistant Director General Communications and Information, UNESCO, Taufik Jalas, in itself is neutral. However, its usage must be to promote good and ethical journalism.
It's a two-edged sword. And this morning I said in my intervention, technology is neutral. It can be positive, it can be negative. It depends what you do with it.
While representing the Minister of Education, Damu Godwin Opia, the Minister of State for Education, affirmed that media education begins with family unit and that it is shared responsibility, stressing the need for sensitization.
For us in the ministry, we think that teaching schools, we promote skills for the students and help them to between.
These were thoughts of the ministers at the ministerial conference that was held as a sideline of the Global Media and Literacy Week holding in Abuja, Nigeria's. After this break, just stay with us. Nana Akufo-Addo to sack Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and his deputy in order to restore hope in the financial sector. Speaking on behalf of the 80 of the 137 NPP members, Andy Apia Kubi said the members of parliament would not take part in any business of the government.
We have had to defend allegations of conflict of interest, lack of confidence, trust against the leadership of the ministry. The recent developments within our economy are concerned to the greater majority of members